Good afternoon, Yankees Nation. You are here with Ken on Yankees The Ugly Truth. Today, we have our play by play, and it is going to be game 3 of the Phillies versus the Yankees in the Bronx. The game is going to be in a rain delay starting off, so please have some patience. They're anticipating that the game time is going to start at 2 p.m., so we're talking about 25-minute delay. Today on the bump for the Phillies is going to be an outstanding pitcher by the name of Zach Wheeler, who is 9-3 on the season with a 2.39 ERA, versus Carlos Rodon, who is 10-7 on the season for us with a 3.10 ERA. It is going to be a tough fight without a doubt. The lineup today for the Phillies is going to be just Trey Turner DH and leading off. Kyle Schwarber playing left field, hitting in the 2-hole. Bryce Harper will be hitting third at first base. Nick Castellanos will be playing right field and cleaning up. JT Realmuto will be behind the dish, hitting in the 5-hole. Kemp will be playing third base. Otto Kemp will be playing third base, hitting sixth. Sosa will be hitting in the 7-hole, playing shortstop. Wilson will be playing second base, hitting 8th. And Rojas will be bringing up the rear, playing center field. For our New York Yankees, leading off and playing center field will be Trent Grisham, hitting 252 on the season. Ben Rice will be at first base, hitting 232. Cody Bellinger will be hitting in the 3-hole, meaning right field in captain spot, hitting 281 on the season. Giancarlo Stanton will be cleanup hitter, DHing, hitting 277. Jazz Chisholm will be at second, hitting in the 5-hole slot. He is 254 on the season. Jason Dominguez will be hitting in the 6-hole, playing left field, 253 on the season. Newly acquired third baseman Ryan McMahon will be hitting 7th, hitting 218 on the season. He went 1 for 3 in his debut as a Yankee yesterday and had some fantastic defensive plays. Hey, Joe, welcome to the stream. Jake, you too. Appreciate y'all being here. Anthony Volpe will be playing shortstop, hitting in the 8-hole. And Austin Wells will be behind the dish, hitting in the 9-hole. Both Wells and Volpe are hitting 217 on the season. Hopefully good things come for our Yankees, but like I said, we are going to be starting in a rain delay for roughly about a half an hour. Jonathan and Dev, appreciate y'all being here. Jake, you got to have some faith, brother. I am being told that there are sightings of Rosario in the stadium. He will be available to pinch hit today. The team, as Judge was placed on the 10-day IL, backdated a few days, brought Brent Hedrick up, another strong bullpen arm for us. So perhaps a little bit of relief. I still think that we've got moves that are happening with regard to the bullpen, 2, possibly 3 arms. There were some news articles today. I'm not sure why they came out that indicated that the Yankees had contacted the Marlins about Sandy Alcantara. Not sure why we'd do that. He is certainly not having a great season, and the cost to him would be very expensive. How are we feeling before game time today, folks? Optimistic, pessimistic, cautious? Hey, baseball purist, glad to see you in here. For those of you that are in the stream, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out, and if you are not subscribed, please consider subscribing to Yankees, The Ugly Truth. All right, we have one optimistic. A second that thinks that we're going to win. There are 12 of you in the stream. Come on, let's get some answers out there. I will tell you what I'm going to do. Since we are in a 20-minute rain delay, I am going to drop a link, and anyone who wants to come up and, hey, Christopher, anyone who wants to come up and express their opinions or talk a little bit of baseball, feel free. The link is out. Feel free to hop. All right, Jake, I can understand it. Wake up call for everybody. I am very surprised there are no takers. You can come up just for a few minutes and then I will drop you down. How are we feeling about the Ryan McMahon acquisition and his first appearance as a Yankee? From the defensive aspect and the hitting aspect from yesterday. If you are not aware, right, we have our first taker coming up. How's it going?
Hey, Ken.
How's it going?
Good. How you doing?
Oh, wasn't expecting a rain delay. However,
Yeah. Well, I put in the chat that The Yes Network is saying 2 o'clock.
Yep. I'm here in Philly and I'm looking at the Phillies deal, so they're saying the same thing.
So what's your take on the couple of deals?
Well, honestly, the Ryan McMahon deal I like. It definitely brings a solid third baseman, one that we haven't had since Urshela was our third baseman. So it's been a few years. He made a Brooks Robinson type play yesterday and had some very solid throws from deep at third base. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. He got up. He's in a new stadium hitting against the American League and managed to get a hit. All in all, the opening performance I like. I don't have any issues with it. We did not give up too much in the trade. We gave up basically 2 high A arms that estimated time of arrival in the major leagues as 2027. So it's not like we stripped any of the depth or the core from us. And there's a little bit of controllability there. He's not blocking Lombard Jr. or anyone else. All in all, I think it's a good trade.
Yeah, it definitely can't hurt. It's got to be better than what the Yanks have coming off the bench. So definitely, and it'll be a help. Maybe he'll rest. Maybe he can finally rest Volpe once in a while instead of letting him play every inning of every game.
Well, the Rosario acquisition indeed helps that out. Plus, Rosario also hits left-handed pitching very well, which has been a problem for us for years now. So he, in my opinion, he's a rental, but he's a equitable player to Oswaldo Cabrera, where he profiles as that Swiss Army knife that can be plug and played at damn near any position, except for on the bump and behind the dish.
Well, they made some comments saying, well, he hasn't played shortstop in a very long time. So here we go. That every excuse to keep Volpe in the lineup, and I could see Amon what do you call Rosario play right
Ahmad
field. Ahmad, yeah,
Rosario.
yeah, I could see him playing right field a little bit.
What I'm suspecting is going to happen, if I was a betting man, that is I think they're going to fold Peraza up in a trade package, possibly with Ben Rice. I'm thinking that the Yankees are heading to the Guardians to possibly try to pull either Clase or Cade Smith, one of their big gun, high leverage relievers.
Mm-hmm.
Both of those have controllability. The Guardians have Bo Naylor behind the dish, and I think he's a free agent at the end of the year. They also have Carlos Santana manning first base, and I know he's a free agent. Plus, he's 39, so they're certainly not bringing him back. So the appeal of Rice being there is definitely a possibility. A player like Peraza is a utility type guy that could be very effective with his glove for the Guardians because they don't have that type of a player.
Yeah, it's possible, but again, all I hear is, Peraza's going to go, and he has more than 9 lives. He survives everything.
Yeah, the only reason that he's surviving is because they're going to move him in conjunction with the package. I think that once he is gone, I mean, we got 6 days till the trade deadline.
Yep, Thursday.
You're going to see, I think he moves today or tomorrow. I think that you're going to see a person like Everson Pereira, unless Pereira gets moved, being brought up because he's already on the 40-man roster. I don't see Rosario being the right field solution. And when I started reading articles about Big G willing to go out and play right field, I started laughing because, yeah, we can send him out to right field. He'll be out there for a game or two before he pulls a hamstring. Then we don't see him for 2 months.
Yep.
Sort of a ridiculous take.
I think that's another reason why they got Rosario. I really do. Because
I
he
do
can play
too.
the outfield. Yeah. And, what they're going to do as far as the rest of the trades is anybody's guess, Ken. I mean, some of these
I'm,
guys are surviving, but who knows? And by the way, a third straight game with no Spencer Jones in AAA, and it has nothing to do with trade. Still, I guess his back is still barking.
yep. And another reason why I think that you may see Everson Pereira called up is because of the back situation with Spencer Jones. But
Yep.
atypically Yankee fans tend to go off the rails with speculations about stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And here on the Ugly Truth, I bring out what I know and what is confirmed, and
But
certainly nothing in that realm.
I only bring out rumors when we have the chats. But unless we can confirm it, I'm not going to go gaga over a trade rumor. That's for sure.
Joe,
You
go
know,
ahead and tell the folks your schedule of events for today.
Oh, well, thanks. Yeah, so we're gonna have our post game show will be on at 10 p.m. on NY Yankee Mania, and if there's a trade of significance or any big Yankee news, we'll come on before that. That is going to be our daily for today. Thanks, Ken. Appreciate that.
Yep. Don't forget your morning show.
Yeah, well, I it is done, but today, but yeah,
No,
every
I'm talking.
morning.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
talking tomorrow and your main guest host.
yes. Tomorrow morning we'll be on at 8:30. Again, every morning, Monday through Sunday at 8:30 on NY Yankee Mania, and at 8:30 we usually start out with Jonathan, the master of information, and then go from there. There's quite a few people, including yourself. When you have time, we always love to have you on, Ken. You bring a great outlook to the Yankees and dissect them, and always welcome on NY Yankee Mania.
Thank you, most appreciated. I want to give a shout out to Sean Browning showing up in the stream and Real Bill Pete. Thanks for joining the stream, and anybody who's here. If you haven't, please hit the like and share button. Would appreciate any support that you can provide this channel. We have actually broached the 200 subscriber marks. I want to thank everybody.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. I want to thank everybody for the support and taking
You,
time out of y'all's busy days to sit here and listen to a little bit of play-by-play. Even though the Yankees haven't been playing great, I just have the sneaking suspicion that the turnaround is coming very shortly.
yeah, and even if they don't win they don't take the division, Ken. As long as they're in the playoffs, anything's possible once the regular season's over. So I'm not too concerned. Home field or whatever. If you're destined to win, you're gonna win wherever you play.
Without a doubt. 2023, the Diamondbacks came in as the last seeded team in the postseason bracket, and they ended up going to the World Series. Unfortunately for them, they lost to the Rangers. But who would have thunk that a team who everybody had written off at the trade deadline would make it to the series? If you have a ticket to the dance, possibilities are everlasting in there.
Oh yeah. One thing I can tell you, they're getting closer to game time. The S Network is doing their opening again, so it should be I would guess about 8 minutes from now or so. So I'll stay on with you a couple of minutes, and then I want to listen. I just want to sit back and listen to your great play by play.
Most appreciated.
Of course. By the way, while I'm on here, how's your mom doing? And, the family, everybody doing well?
From reports, everyone seems to be holding their own. There is great anticipation of my return. Hey, D Train, welcome to the stream. Back to Virginia Beach. I will be flying tomorrow at 1:35. Back at home by 3. We'll be setting my rig up because it's here in Pennsylvania with me so that I can do the play-by-play tomorrow. Mom had a busy morning this morning, but she is a bit tired and taking a nap. I have some peace and quiet to call a little bit of baseball.
Well, that's,
Unfortunately, we are in a blackout zone for the MLB TV and the Yes Network, so I'm stuck listening to these horrible Phillies announcers trying to cipher the game and watching the video feed, of course.
yeah. A lot of people in the New York papers and in media, they're calling for Joe Girardi to come back. Or Yahoo Sports this morning was in a big article said the Yankee if Boone gets canned, they're going to look at Eric Chavez, the Mets batting coach.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. If Boone gets canned, I become the next pope. It is
Yeah.
clickbait crap, 100%. Boone's job is not in jeopardy.
Well,
D
a lot
Train, what
of
do you know, brother?
a lot of people seem to feel if they don't make the playoffs, he's done. They have to do something if they don't make the playoffs.
Well, we're a long way from making or not making the playoffs.
Right.
So I'm not even entertaining stuff like that.
No, you're
And
right.
is Boone responsible for Garrett Cole going down, for Tommy John,
Nope.
Luis Hill's injury, Cousins, Judge's elbow? I mean, we've lost a lot of key players from our actual lineup and rotation. And if you look at the bullpen, there are only 3 people in the bullpen that started the season up on the major league roster.
Yep.
Those 3 are Tim Hill, uh, Luke
William.
Weaver, and Devin Williams. That's
Yep.
it. Well, now there's 4 because Yuri De Los Santos came up yesterday.
Yeah, which he didn't fare too well either.
Well, would you expect it? Having been on the DL, he didn't go through any rehab starts. They threw him right into the freaking hopper.
I know. Well,
He held his own.
right now, like I said, we just need a win, and let's take care of business trading wise. The Yankees do their part, and Cashman and Steinbrenner do their part, and the fans we just sit back and relax and wait to see what they do, and we'll have a better idea on August 1st where we are in this whole scheme of things.
Hey, SGA, welcome to the stream. Appreciate you being here.
So, but
Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe.
definitely. Yeah, everybody, definitely subscribe to Ken's channel, The Ugly Truth. He does a great job. If it's your first time in here, you'll really enjoy his play-by-play, and can't stress that enough. It's refreshing that we don't have to listen to some stuff either on TV or radio. We can come right here and enjoy, and he makes it enjoyable. So I recommend everybody like the channel and definitely subscribe to him. On that note, Ken, I'm going to let you go do what you do best, and
Yes, sir.
we hope to see you soon. Please come and pay a visit to NY Yankee Mania. We miss you.
Most appreciated, Joe.
You have a great day, and let's go Yankees.
That's right. Let's go, Yankees.
You take care.
Yep. Doing good, SGA. Most appreciated. Estimated time for game start is about 5 minutes away. looking at my current broadcast, they're still showing pregame interview highlights and features. I don't have a view on Yankee Stadium. I don't have, like I said, access to the Yes Network, but we will work with what we have. Well, SGA Joe was here. He just dropped down. So no issues, no worries. Hey 99, welcome to the stream. Glad you're taking a little bit of time on your Sunday afternoon to listen to baseball. We are in a very short rain delay. Game time should start here in the next 5 minutes or so. If you are in the stream, please hit the like and share the channel out. Any appreciation in helping this channel grow even further would be most appreciated. $99, if you would have been here a couple of minutes earlier, you would have heard that exact same commentary. I think honestly that Rosario's positional versatility uh, is pretty much a different version of Oswaldo Cabrera for us, and that's something that we've been missing since he went down with the injury uh, after the after the Seattle or during the Seattle series. Uh, I think he's a plus player. He has the versatility where basically the only place he doesn't play is on the bump and behind the dish. Yep, and um, Rosario has over an 800 OPS against left-handed hitting. He is not a he is a very low strikeout guy. He takes his walks and he hits line drives. Type of player that I freaking love. One that I think that we should gear our future acquisitions towards. Goldie's not trash, man. He's been over the last month or so. He's been hitting 300. He went through a slump. Times weren't looking so good, but I think he's back on track. Yeah, everything that they're doing with regard to the broadcast looks like we're moving towards the actual start of the game. That is the wake-up call for the Yankees bats today. Hopefully the gloves follow suit, and we don't have to rely a hell of a lot on bullpen pitching. $99. If Wheeler only strikes out 8, I'll take it. That'll be less than the 10 to 12 that we've been doing. I don't know, D-Train. I just have the sneaking suspicion that the amount of time that they're playing Rice is showcasing him to possibly move to Cleveland. Some of their bullpen arms or some of their bullpen help. Okay, well, my broadcast hasn't come back yet, but apparently the game has just started, and the first pitch is a foul ball. Turner is up to bat. And Rodon fires a fastball that is swung on and foul tipped. Count is 0-2. And Turner swings and strikes out for the first K and out of the game. Coming up to bat is Kyle Schwarber. Rodon sets and he fires, and the four-seamer is just off the plate for ball one. And the pitch is called strike one. Count is evened out 1-1. Rodon sets and the pitch is just a bit inside a sinker. Count is now 2-1. Rodon sets and the pitch is swung on and missed. And deuce. And Rodon sets and he brings the pitch and it is foul down the right field or down the first base line. Count is going to remain 2-2. And Rodon sets and the pitch is on the way and it can. My goodness, that should have been a freaking call, strike three, but it is now 3-2. And Rodon sets and he brings the pitch, and it is swung on and missed for strike 3. 2 batters up, 2 strikeouts down. Time to grab some bench and get some splinters in that butt, brother. Coming up to bat is going to be Bryce Harper. Harper is hitting .266 on the season with 15 home runs and 43 RBIs. Rodon sets, and the first pitch is a slider that is swung on and missed. Strike 1. And the sinker is just a bit inside. Umpire indicates that Harper was able to check his swing. Count is going to go 1-1. And Rodon sets, brings the pitch, and this one is swung on and missed. 1-2. Is Rodon going to strike out the side? And Carlos sets, and he brings the pitch, and it is a slider just down low and away. Count is evened at 2-2. And the slider is once again down low. Count is now full. All right, Carlos, let's protect the pitch count and go after this guy. Rodon sets, brings the pitch, and this one is fouled off down the first base line. Nice play by the bat girl, the ball girl. Count is going to remain 3-2. Rodon sets, and the pitch is on the way, and this one is hit. A little bloop to second base. Jazz Chisholm is going to handle it easily for the third out of the inning. So the Phillies have no runs on no hits, and the Yankees have no errors. Coming up to bat is going to be Grisham, Rice, and Bellinger. 1, 2, 3. Coming to face up against Zach Wheeler. Not too bad. Got to use some sound effects. Now let's hope I get to use even better sound effects on our half of the second or the first inning. Well, 99, Carlos's wife should hook up with me because I could give her clips of damn near every complaint that I have against her husband and any other pitcher that she wants about balls that are about the strike zone being squeezed on us. Bad calls completely. And definite justifications for bringing the ABS system on. Because these umps are are horrible. And Wheeler sets, and the first pitch to Grisham is a four-seamer right down the heart of Broadway for call, strike 1. Count is 0-1. Wheeler sets and Grisham fouls this one down the first baseline. Count is now 0-2. And Wheeler sets, and the pitch is on the way, and that is a splitter that is never in the strike zone that Grisham swings at for call strike 3. That is the first out of the inning. And Wheeler sets, and the first pitch is hit to left field by Rice. And the catch is going to be made on the line. One pitch, one out. My personal pet peeve. Cody Bellinger is coming up to bat. Wheeler sets, and the pitch is hit to left center field, and ridiculous. The ball is caught on the track as the left fielder falls on his can on the warning track and flips over. So that is a 5-pitch inning for Zach Wheeler, and that is not what we can afford to do. Granted, Bellinger drove that ball, but it just wasn't good enough. Yep, 99, 4 pitches, 2 outs. And it was 5 pitches and 3 outs. Coming up to bat in the top of the second is Nick Castellanos. JT Realmuto and Otto Kemp. Castellanos, Realmuto, and Kemp. Analytics and first pitch swing. I don't know. Maybe it's my old school baseball mentality that tells me that that's a dumb philosophy. However, I'm not affiliated with Yankees or Major League Baseball, so my opinion is my own. And Rodon sets, and the first pitch to Castellanos is foul to the right side. Count is 0-1. Castellanos is hitting .270 with 13 home runs and 56 RBIs on the season. And Rodon sets, and the curveball is just a bit low. Count is 1-1. And Rodon sets and fires, and the pitch is foul down the third base line. Count is going to go 1-2. And Rodon sets. Pitch is on the way, and this one is fouled straight back to the backstop. The count is going to stay 1-2. And Rodon sets and fires a beautiful slider. Just misses the bottom of the zone. Count is going to go deuce, deuce. And Rodon sets, and the pitch is a fly ball to left field. Dominguez is tracking it, and this one is going to be gone. That is going to be a solo home run by Nick Castellanos. And the Phillies jump out to a 1-0 lead. So here we go again. And Rodon sets, and the first pitch is a sinker to Realmuto down low for ball one. Count is 1-0. And Rodon sets, and the next pitch is hit sharply down the third line. Ryan McMahon fields it cleanly and shoots it to Ben Rice for the first out of the inning. Hey, Jake, how's it going? And the pitch bounces up on the plate. Count is 1-0. Otto Kemp is the 6-hole hitter. And the pitch is swung on and missed. Nice sinker. The count is evened at 1-up. He is hitting .241 on the home run or in the season with 2 home runs and 12 RBIs. And Kemp swings over the top of the changeup. Strike 2. Count is 1-2. And Rodon sets, and he brings the pitch, and this one is hit to right field. Bellender is tracking it, and this one is going to be gone opposite field. So the score is now 2-0, 2 solo shots for the Phillies in the top of the second. Well, they may be coming, but I'm not a subscriber to it. And the first pitch to Edmundo Sosa is a changeup for call, strike 1. Next pitch is a 4-seamer, 96 mile an hour that is swung on. Count is 0-2. Sosa's hitting .270 on the season, 4 home runs, 25 RBIs. Rodon sets and fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed for the strikeout. That is Rodon's 3rd strikeout of the day. And Rodon brings the pitch to Wilson, and it catches the bottom of the outside corner with a slider. For call, strike one. Wilson is hitting 194 on the season, 1 home run, 4 RBIs. Next pitch is a four-seamer that catches the bottom of the strike zone. Strike two. Count is 0-2. Rodon sets and fires, and the slider is just a bit low. Count is going to go 1-2. Rodon sets and fires, and the four-seamer breaks in on the hands of Wilson, who fouls it off. Count is going to remain 1-2. Rodon sets and fires, and this one is fouled off into the stands. Going to remain 1-2. Rodon sets, and he brings the pitch, and this one is hit to right center field. Bellinger and Grisham converge on it. Grisham is going to make the play on the warning track for the third out, but not before the Phillies load up with a pair of solo shot home runs, one to left field, one to right, to take a 2-0 lead. Coming up to bat in the bottom of the second is going to be Giancarlo Stanton, Jazz Chisholm, and Jason Dominguez. And I will be back in just a second. And Giancarlo Stanton leads it off. Wheeler sets, and he brings the first pitch. It is a 96-mile-an-hour fastball just out of the strike zone for ball one. Stanton is hitting 277 on the season. Next pitch is a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that paints the bottom of the strike zone. Call, strike one. Count is even, 1-1. Next pitch is another sinker down low. Count is now 2-1. Kirk is on the Blue Jays 7-day concussion protocol list. And the sweeper bounces and makes it all the way to the backstop. Count to Stanton is now 3-1. Wheeler sets and Stanton fouls this one down the third baseline. Count is now full. Stanton himself has had as many pitches as the Yankees did in the first inning. Wheeler sets and he brings the pitch, and Stanton hits a line drive to right field. The diving center fielder is not going to make the play. However, Stanton is not running to second. So that is a leadoff single for the Yankees. Center fielder was Rojas, who didn't make the play, but Castellanos was backing up and was able to retrieve the ball before it rolled all the way to the wall. And Jazz Chisholm is up to bat, and he swings over the top of a sweeper that was in the dirt. Count is 0-1. Jazz is hitting .254 on the season, 18 home runs, 48 RBIs. And Wheeler sets and fires, and this one hits Jazz on the foot. So runners are going to be at first and second. Hit Jazz on the toe, didn't hit his foot guard, so he's hopping around. It was a sweeper. Jazz tried to get out of the way, but just could not. And the trainer and Aaron Boone are out looking at Jazz. He gives the trainer and the coach the thumbs up, and he is going to remain in the game. Jason Dominguez is up to bat. Dominguez is hitting .253 on the season with 9 home runs, 36 RBIs. And Wheeler sets, and Dominguez fouls the fastball straight back into the backstop. Count is 0-1. Dominguez is 1 for 21 in recent history. His one was a home run, and the pitch is a four-seamer up and into Dominguez. Count is even at 1-1. Can Dominguez bring a little bit of thunder, put us in this game. And Wheeler sets, and this one clips Dominguez. Bases are going to be juiced full of Yankees. Dominguez takes that one right off the frickin' gut. Yeah, Dominguez took that one off the frickin' gut. So if he had a big lunch, too many chips and sandwiches, he might be frickin' chumming that. And coming up to bat is the newest Yankee, Ryan McMahon. And he swings at a curveball in the dirt. He tried to check his swing, but the umpire called it right off the bat. And Wheeler sets, and the four-seamer is up and out of the strike zone. Count is 1-1. Time to get to Wheeler is now. He's not hitting his points. And the pitch is on the way, and the four-seamer misses outside. Count advances to 2-1. And Wheeler sets, and he brings the pitch, and this one is grounded down the first base line, and this is fair. It's going to roll all the way in the corner. Stanton is going to score. Jazz is going to score. and McMahon is going to end up with a double. Dominguez is at second, and the Yankees have tied this game up at 2 apiece. I don't know what the hell Dominguez was doing. He just waited. Volpe is up to bat, and the pitch is a sinker inside for ball one. Volpe has hit 276, and Volpe fouls the pitch into the right field stands. Count is evened at 1-1. Wheeler sets, and he brings the pitch, and the sinker is up high. Count is going to go 2-1. 99, as I was looking at the replay, that's what I was wondering. He stopped at second. He could have scored if he was actually running. Wheeler sets, and the sweeper is off the plate. Count is now 3-1. Wheeler sets, and Volpe swings through the sinker. Count is now full, 3-2. Come on, dude. If you're going to make an out, make it a productive one. No strikeout. On deck is Austin Wells. Wheeler sets, and the pitch is fouled off. Count remains 3-2. Wheeler's pitch count is now 26. Let's keep it rocking and rolling. I'd love to see us punch him out in the second inning. Wheeler sets, and he brings the pitch, and Volpe fouls it off again. Phillies are playing back at normal double play depth. Even a ground ball to the infield is going to score Dominguez. Wheeler sets and fires, and this one is hit a mile in the air, but it is way foul. Going to be a second deck shot. Count remains 3-2. And the pitch is a sweeper that Volpe swings on and misses for strike 3. Non-productive out and a waste of an at-bat. Coming up to bat is Austin Wells. Wells is hitting .217 on the season. And a damn helicopter swing on top of it. That was a gift to Wheeler from Volpe and the Yankees. And Wheeler sets, and Wells swings at the first pitch and fouls it off. Count is 0-1. Wells has 15 home runs and 55 RBIs. Can we make it 56? And Wells hits a fly ball to left field. Schwarber is on it. He makes the catch. Dominguez is tagging and is going to make it at home standing up. So that is going to give the Yankees a 3-2 lead. McMahon stays at second. Schwarber's approach on that whole ball was ridiculous. Trent Grisham is up to bat. He is 0 for 1 on the day, and the ball is hit through the infield into right field. Castellanos comes up with it, but not before McMahon scores. So the lead is now 4-2 Yankees. Grisham is at first with 2 outs. And it looks like the pitching coach is out and they are having a meeting of the minds on the mound. Wheeler is at 32 pitches. Coming up to bat is Ben Rice. Rice is 0 for 1 on the day. He had one of his 1 pitch, 1 out specials. And the first pitch should have been called a strike. The sweeper is hit the inside corner, but the umpire calls it a ball. Count is 1-0 on Rice. Rice flew out in the first. Wheeler sets and he brings the pitch, and Rice hits it directly to Sosa, who fires it on to Harper to make the third out of the inning. So the inning is over, but not before the Yankees put a 4 spot on the board and take the lead 4-2. Coming up to bat in the top of the third is going to be Rojas, Turner, and Schwarber. 9, 1, and 2. Can we hold the fire down and keep on trucking? Can Rodon make it through this inning without giving up the ghost? So was Ryan McMahon's double a Yankee moment for him? Is this going to be the turn of his season? For those of you hopping into the stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out, and if you are not subscribed, consider subscribing to Yankees The Ugly Truth. Any support that you can provide to help this channel grow would be most appreciated. And I missed the first pitch, but it is strike 1 on Rojas. Count is 0-1. Rojas steps out of the box. Rojas is hitting .226 on the season with 1 home run, 18 RBIs. Rodon sets, and the pitch is a changeup that is down low. Count is 1-1. And Rodon sets and brings the pitch, and it paints the outside corner. Count is 1-2. And the pitch is swung on and missed for strike three, and that is Rodon's fourth strikeout of the game. Let's get these guys down in expedient fashion and get Wheeler back on the bump. See if we can victimize him a little bit more. Coming up to bat is going to be Trey Turner. And the first pitch is ball one. Count is 1-0. Turner is 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout in the first. And the next pitch is a changeup just a bit low. Count is 2-0. And the pitch is hit to the right field side. Bellinger is drifting and is going to make the track in middle to deep right field. Second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Kyle Schwarber. And the pitch is fouled down the first baseline by Schwarber. Count is 0-1. Schwarber is 0 for 1 on the day, and he struck out in the first inning. Rodon sets and fires, and the slider is down low and away. Count evens up at 1-1 apiece. And Rodon sets, and he brings the pitch, and Schwarber swings on the slider. Count is 1-2. Is Schwarber going to be Rodon's fifth strikeout victim? Rodon sets, and he brings the pitch, and the sinker is just a bit low. Count is going to go deuce. And Rodon sets, and he brings the pitch, and it is also down low. Just misses. Count is now 3-2. Rodon sets and fires, and the pitch is swung on and shit. He foul tipped it. Wells could not hold on to it. So we're going to reset and do it again. 3-2. Schwarber is back in the box. Rodon is on the bump. Wells sets up low and inside. And the pitch is swung on and missed for the third out of the inning and the fifth strikeout of the game. Glad to see that Wheeler did not get a lot of rust, so hopefully we can take advantage of him this inning too. Coming up to bat in our half of the inning is going to be Cody Bellinger, Giancarlo Stanton, and Jazz Chisholm. 3, 4, and 5. Let's keep it alive. And Wheeler is back on the bump. Bellinger is in the box, and the first pitch is on the way. 95-mile-an-hour fastball is off the plate for ball 1. Bellinger is 0 for 1 on the afternoon with a deep fly out to left field, and the next pitch hits the dirt and catches the home plate umpire. Count is 2-0. Can we put Wheeler out of the game in the third inning? Wheeler sets, and Bellinger hits a drive to right field. Castellanos tries to make a sliding dive. This one is going to bounce past him, head to the wall, as Bellinger is heading to 3, and that is going to be a stand-up triple for Cody Bellinger. And the nightmare keeps getting worse for Zach Wheeler. Let's put him to bed early, guys. Carlos Stanton. And the first pitch is right down the heart of Broadway for call, strike 1. Wheeler sets, and the sweeper is in the dirt and way outside. Count is even at 1-1. Wheeler sets and brings the pitch. It is just inside. Count is 2-1. Funny, yesterday's crappy home plate umpire was calling all those things strikes. In, away. Wheeler sets, and the pitch is up out of the strike zone. Count is now 3-1. Those of you just joining the stream, we are in the bottom of the third. Yankees lead the Phillies 4-2. There is a runner at third base, and Giancarlo Stanton is up to bat with a 3-1 count. As Wheeler sets, he brings the heat, and the pitch is what a horseshit call from the umpire, first base umpire. Stanton did not swing at that ball, but he got hit with the strike. Umpire said he didn't check. Looking at the overhead view, he definitely did not swing, and he should be at first base. Wheeler sets. He brings the pitch, and Stanton fouls this one down the third base line. Glad to see it as Wheeler's pitch count advances. He is at 42 pitches. And Swan swings and misses at the pitch. First out of the inning. That is Wheeler's third strikeout. It's still BS because he should have already been at first base. That check swing crap call. We should have runners at first and third with nobody out. Jazz Chisholm is up to bat, and the first pitch is a curveball in the dirt that for some reason Jazz swings at. The ball was never in the strike zone. Jazz was hit by a pitch in the second inning and scored a run. No official at bat. And the four-seamer is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2. This is a problem with this team. Runners at third base with less than one out or less than two outs. We have an issue scoring, and the pitch is a four-seamer foul down the first base line. Wheeler sets, and he brings the pitch, and it is down low. Sweeper, count is 1-2. Jazz takes time out. Wheeler sets and fires, and this one bounces on the plate. Count is going to go 2-2. Deuce, deuce. Wheeler sets, and he brings the pitch, and Jazz is going to hit this one to right field. And tagging from third is Bellinger. And they say that the tag is good and that Bellinger is out at home. I think we're going to end up reviewing this one. And Bellinger is actually out. Me looking at the replay. Yankees are not going to challenge it. And that is going to do it for the Yankees. God's sakes. Well, let's hope that that play doesn't come back to haunt us. I will be back in just a moment. And the first pitch into Cassiano is a strike. Count is 0-1. Cassiano is 1 for 1 on the day with a solo shot home run in the second inning. Actually, there's an out. I missed more than I thought I did. Next pitch is in for ball 1. Count is 1-1. What did I miss? And the count is about the ball. Rodon sets and he fires, and that is called strike 3. Rodon's 6th strikeout of the day. Apparently, Bryce Harper lined out to McMahon in his first at bat, or in his at bat. There are 2 outs, and the first pitch to Realmuto is called strike 1. Catches the corner of the plate, outside corner. And the next pitch is called strike 2. That one was a little bit low, but I'll take it. It is 0-2 on Realmuto. Realmuto's taking time out, and he's flexing his wrist. Rodon sets, and the four-seamer is just outside. Carlos has a little bit of adrenaline in him. That one was at 96 miles an hour. Count is now 1-2. Rodon sets, and the changeup is down low. Count is now evened at deuce. It's time to get this clown out and get to taking another bite out of the bear. I think the Yankees are a little bit hungry today. Don sets and he fires the four-seamer, and this one is down low. The count is going to go 3-2. Don is at 64 pitches. So come on, guy. And Rodon sets, and the pitch is swung on and missed for strike three. Rodon's seventh strikeout of the game. And the numbers are 4 hits on 4 runs and no errors for the Yankees, 2 runs on 2 hits and no errors for the Phillies. As we head to the bottom of 4, we have Jason Dominguez, Ryan McMahon, and Anthony Volpe coming up to bat. I guess the play-by-play has made it since the spamming troll machine has now hit this channel for the first time. For those that are here, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out, and subscribe if you are not a member of the Yankees, the Ugly Truth family. Any support that you can provide to help this channel grow would be most appreciated. And of course, on the Phillies stream, they're replaying the throwout of Bellinger at home. And the first pitch to Dominguez is just off the plate. Count is 1-0. Wheeler sets, and the ball is hit to shallow left field. Korber is under it to make the play. That is the first out of the inning, and Wheeler is at 52 pitches. Come on, guys. We need to show a little bit more patience and drive this guy's pitch count up and get him the hell out of the game. And McMahon is up to the plate and takes the first pitch, a four-seamer on the outside corner for call, strike one. Next pitch is a curveball down low. Count is evened at 1-1. And he sets and fires, and the four-seam fastball is up out of the strike zone. Count is 2-1. And McMahon hits a solid single up center field. Sosa is going to field the ball and shoot it into second base. McMahon is going to be at first with one out. Coming up to bat is Anthony Volpe. Wheeler sets and fires, and Volpe takes a call, strike one, inside corner. Count is 0-1. God's honest truth 99. If we had Peraza in, We wouldn't have scored in the last inning, or the inning before that. And the pitch is down and low. Count is 1-1. Wheeler sets and fires, and the sinker is inside. Count is 2-1. Wheeler's at 59 pitches. He does definitely not have control of a lot of his pitches today. It's time to victimize him. And the pitch is call for strike two, clips the inside corner. Count is now deuce deuce. All right, Volpe, pretend like you're a major leaguer and actually get a hit. Wheeler sets, and the ball is fouled directly back to the backstop. Count is going to remain 2-2. Deuce deuce. It's funny, 99. This was my pregame score prediction. Yankees winning 4-2. And Volpe chops the ball, and he goes to second to get McMahon, but there is no chance of getting Volpe, so Volpe is going to be on at first with 2 outs. Coming up to bat is Austin Wells. He had a sacrifice fly in his last at bat. And the first pitch is a curveball down low. Count is 1-0. And Wheeler sets, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is going to go 1-1. Wheeler sets, and he brings the pitch. It is a four-seamer way off the plate. Count is now 2-1. And there is a pickoff attempt at Volpe. He's about a half a step off the bag. Not sure why you would waste a throw like that. However, Volpe is back standing up. Wells is in the box. Yomuto lines up on the outside of the plate. The pitch is fired, and it is way outside, and the Volpe steals second base. The ball is thrown into the outfield, and Volpe is going to advance to third. Count is 3-1. And Wheeler sets, and the pitch is swung on and missed. It was a splitter. Count is 3-2. Wheeler sets and fires, and that pitch is down low for ball 4. Yankees are now going to have runners at first and third with 2 outs. And coming to the plate is Jason Dominguez. All right, can we hear me now? Sorry about the technical difficulties there. Uh, that one definitely stopped the heart. Coming up to bat in our half of the fifth is going to be Rice, Bellinger, and Stanton. Like I says, I'm at my mother's place in Philadelphia, and I'm not in my normal setup, and it seems that I keep bumping stuff, and my mic keeps cutting out, so it's starting to piss me off a little bit. So I appreciate y'all hanging here and living through this temporary situation. I will be back in Virginia Beach tomorrow afternoon, set my rig up, and yeah, he did get away with 199. We'll have my rig set up tomorrow in my normal location, and we should be good to go. But after today's game, I'm going to do the setup for the stream tomorrow, so that in case I've got delays or anything, that it shouldn't be an issue. And the first pitch to Rice is down low for ball one. Wheeler is at 75 pitches, and the pitch is a splitter down low and in the dirt. Count is 2-0. Rice is 0 for 2 on the day with a flyout and a ground out. So can Rice actually make an imitation of a major league ball player and make real contact and get a base hit? And Rice hits a line drive into the second deck of the right field stands, foul. Wheeler sets and breaks a pitch, and it is down low. Count is now 3-1. And Rice swings at a splitter down in the dirt. Count is now full, 3-2. And Rice fouls the ball sharply down the first base line. Count is going to remain 3-2. And that is called strike 3 on Rice for the first out of the inning. Coming up is Cody Bellinger. Wheeler sets and he fires, and the sweeper is way off the plate to Cody. Count is 1-0. Bellinger is 1 for 2 on the day with a triple in the third inning. Wheeler sets and the four seamer is up high. Count is 2-0. Count is down. It is now 3-0. And the pitch is off the plate. That is a 4-pitch walk to Bellinger. Coming up to bat is big Giancarlo Stanton. Wheeler sets, and the pitch is a sweeper that catches the outside corner. Count is 0-1. Wheeler sets, and the sweeper is off the plate. It's going to even the count up at 1-up. Stanton is 1 for 2 on the day with a single and a run in the second inning. Wheeler sets, and the sinker catches the inside portion of the plate for call. Strike 2. Count is now 1-2. Wheeler checks on Belly at first, who takes a pretty decent lead. He brings the pitch in. It is a sinker off the plate. Count is evened at 2-2. And Wheeler fires over to, actually, it's tosses over to first. Bellinger is back standing up. And Wheeler sets, and the pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. It is going to be the second out of the inning. Wheeler's 6th strikeout of the day. Coming up to bat is Jazz Chisholm. Wheeler sets, and he fires, and Jazz swings over the top of a splitter. Count is 0-1. the pitch is a sweeper that catches the outside corner. Count is now 0-2. Looks like Wheeler has got his groove back on. Wheeler sets and the pitch is up out of the strike zone. Count is 1-2. And Jazz swings on the fastball and misses for strike 3. That is going to end it for the Yankees in the bottom of 5. Coming up in the top of 6 is going to be Harper, Castellanos, and Realmuto. I will be back in just a second. Christ almighty. And the count is 3-2 on Harper. Rodon sets and fires, and this one is hit to center field. Grisham is bringing it in and records the first out of the inning. And Boone is heading out to the bump. So that most likely means that Lewiska is coming in to pitch. Lord help us. And Lewiska sets. And the pitch is swung on and foul down the third base line sharply. Count is 0-1. Castellanos is 1 for 2 on the day with a solo home run in the second. And Lasagna sets, brings the pitch, and it is a changeup that is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2. And Lasagna sets. Ball's a setup on the outside part of the plate, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is going to remain 0-2. Waska sets, and the pitch is hit to McMahon. McMahon sets and fires across the diamond to Rice to record the first out of the inning, or the second out of the inning. Welcome back to the stream, Joe. NY Yankee Mania. Toronto's actually losing. Surprises never cease to amaze. Looks like Tanner Banks is warming up in the bullpen for the Phillies, so we may have seen the last of Wheeler today. And the pitch is a sinker that is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. For those of you just joining the stream, the Yankees are leading the Phillies 4-3. We're on the top of the third. There are 2 outs with no runners on, and JT Realmuto is up to bat. Realmuto is 0 for 2 on the day, and he hits a sharp ball to Jazz. It's past Jazz. That's going to get into right field for a base hit. Like Luke Weaver is warming up in the pen. Waska sets and the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. Otto Kempa is 2 for 2 on the day with 2 solo home runs. And the pitch is a cutter off the plate. Count is evened out 1-1. Waska sets and he fires, and the pitch is high and inside. Count is 2-1. Here we go again. And the pitch is down low. Count is now 3-1. Zanya sets and he brings the pitch in, catches the inside corner for a call. Strike 2. Count is 3-2. Kemp takes time out. Waska sets and fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 3. And that is going to do it for the top of the 6th. Coming up to bat in our half of the 6th is going to be Dominguez, McMahon, and Volpe. We may have Wheeler out of the game, so it may be time for us to try to put some distance on this damn thing. I will be back momentarily. I'm just back in time to watch it's out of the inning. McMahon is 2 for 2 on the day with a double, a single, and a run and an RBI. Man swings on the 98-mile-an-hour fastball. Count is now 0-2. Wheeler sets and he hits McMahon on the top of the foot. McMahon is headed to first base, so we're going to have a runner on first with 1 out. Volpe is coming up to bat. He is 0 for 2 on the day. And the first pitch is swung on and fouled down the third base line. That pitch was not in the strike zone. Volpe is 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout, fielder's choice, and a stolen base. And the pitch is a sweeper off the plate. I don't know. He's what, 1 for 23 right now? You want him leading off? And that just hit Wheeler's 100th pitch of the game. Count is 1-1 on Volpe. Wheeler sets and he fires, and the pitch misses inside. Count is now 2-1. Wheeler sets and the pitch is fouled off. Count is now 2-2. And Volpe swings on the pitch and misses for strike 3. That is 2 outs in the inning, and we have Austin Wells coming up to bat. Looks like Rob Thompson is coming out to the mound, so I'm anticipating a left-handed arm coming out of the bullpen.
Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more.
And Tanner Banks is the new pitcher in the game. He has a 3.4 ERA. Opponents are hitting 220 off of him. And the pitch is called strike one on the outside corner of the plate. Next pitch is down low. Count is evened at 1-up to Austin Wells. Wells has a sacrifice fly, a walk, and an RBI. Banks fires, and the sweeper is off the plate. Count is now 2-1. It looks like the umpire and the catcher are heading out, so it could indicate a pitch comm issue. Now he's digging out the mound. And Banks sets. He brings the pitch, and Wells swings on and tips it into the glove of Remuto. Count is now evened at 2-2. And the 2-2 pitch is a sweeper down low. Count is now going to go full. Banks sets and fires, and the pitch is down low for ball 4. That is going to put runners at first and second with 2 outs. Trent Grisham coming up to bat. And the sinker is low and inside for ball 1. Banks sets and he fires, and Grisham hits this one to second base, who fires on to Harper for the 3rd out of the inning. So we have completed 6. Coming up in the top of the 7th is Sosa, Wilson, and Rojas. And Luke Weaver is coming into the game for the Yankees. This is going to be his 37th appearance. ERA is 3.08. Has given up home runs since coming off the IL. And Weaver sets and he brings the first pitch. It is a cutter down low for ball one. This is 1 for 2 on the day. Looks like Bryson Stott is coming in to pinch hit for the next batter. Weaver sets and the cutter is off the plate. Count is 2-0. Weaver sets and the 2-0 pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 2-1. This is 1 for 2 with a single in the fifth. And Weaver sets and fires, and the four-seamer is way off the plate. Count is 3-1. We do not need to start this damn inning off with a walk. Come on. Weaver sets and fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. 3-2. And Weaver sets and he brings the 3-2 pitch, and it is swung on and missed. Strike 3. Stott is hitting .222 on the season. Weaver sets. He brings the first pitch, and this one is fouled off. Count is 0-1. Weaver sets, and the changeup just misses outside. Count is going to go 1-1. Weaver sets and fires, and the pitch is hit down the right field line. And Bellinger is going to make the play on the warning track for the second out. Brandon Marsh is coming in to pinch hit with 2 outs. Marsh is hitting .256 on the season. Weaver sets and he fires, and the 96-mile-an-hour fastball is off the plate. Count is 1-0. Weaver fires with a cutter that is off the plate. Count is 2-0. And Weaver sets and he fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is 2-1. And Weaver sets. He brings the pitch, and this one is hit to center field. Grisham is got the ball tracked and makes the play short of the warning track for the third out of the inning. Coming up in the bottom of the seventh is Rice, Bellinger, and Stanton. Bryson Stott is going to stay in at second base. Paul Goldschmidt is coming in to pinch hit. And the first pitch is a sinker outside for ball one. Banks sets and fires, and this time Goldschmidt fouls it straight back. Count is even at 1-1. And the sweeper is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2 to Goldschmidt. And Goldie hits a fly ball to right field. Castellanos is under it, and he makes the play for the first out of the inning. Bellinger is up to bat, and the first pitch is fouled back. Count is 0-1. And the pitch is hit. What a play by Kemp. Diving catch off of a hot shot by Bellinger. Definitely looks like might have saved an extra base hit. Great play by Kemp. And the first pitch to Big G is off the plate, but it is called strike one. More incentive for ABS. Next pitch is inside for ball one. Count is 1-1. Stanton is 1 for 3 on the day with a single in the second and a run scored. Banks fires and the pitch is up out of the strike zone. Count is 2-1. And the sweeper misses off the plate. Count is now 3-1. Banks sets and he fires, and there is a slider right down the heart of Broadway. Call strike two. Count is now full, 3-2. And the ball is hit to left center field. Marsh is tracking it, and he has the catch for the third out of the inning. Coming up in the top of 8 is going to be Turner, Schwarber, and Harper. And it looks like Tim Hill is coming in to relieve Weaver. Going to be his 50th appearance of the season. And the first pitch is down low for ball one. Count is called strike one. Count is 0-1. Thought that one was a little bit low personally. However, I'll take it. And the ball is hit down the right field line. Bellinger is tracking it and is going to make a running catch on the warning track for the first out of the eighth inning. Hey, Cold Italian Pizza, welcome to the stream. Appreciate you being here, brother. Hey, D-Rod, welcome. And the sinker is fouled off. Count is 0-1. Korber is 0 for 3 on the day with 2. The sinker is fouled off. Two strikeouts and a flyout. And the pitch is off the plate. Count is evened out 1-1. And the slider is outside. Count is now 2-1. Hill sets and fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is evened at 2-2. For those of you just joining the stream, if you could, hit the like button, share this channel out, and if you are not subscribed, please consider subscribing to Yankees. Hill sets and fires, and Korber fouls the ball down the first base line. Count is going to remain 2-2. Hill sets and fires, and the sinker is off the plate. Count is now full, 3-2. And Hill sets and fires, and the ball is hit sharply down the right field line, but foul. I think the ball girl saw her life flash before her eyes. And the pitch is fouled back. It looks like it's going to make it beyond the backstop. Count is still full, 3-2. Hill sets and fires, and the ball is a line drive hit directly at Bellinger, who is going to make the play for the second out of the inning. That ball was hit at 109.8 miles an hour. And Hill sets, and the pitch is hit right up the middle. Volpe fields it cleanly and shoots it to Goldschmidt to record the third out of the inning. As we head to the bottom of 8, Jazz Chisholm, Jason Dominguez, and Ryan McMahon will be coming up to bat. So you sweat 99? That would be a nice thing. E-Train, you got to have faith, brother. And Strom is on to pitch the eighth inning. Josh Chisholm is up to bat, and the first pitch is off the plate for ball one. Count is 1-0. Strom has a 3.05 ERA. Opponents are hitting 220 off him. And the pitch is down low, but called strike one. ABS, oh yeah. Chisholm is 0 for 2 on the day with a hit by pitch in the second and run scored. And the pitch is hit sharply to stop. He mishandles the ball, but covers in time to throw Chisholm out at first. And that is the first out of the eighth. And Devin Williams is warming up to face the hitters in the ninth inning. Graham sets and he fires, and the pitch is up and into Dominguez. Dominguez is 0 for 2 on the day. Hey, Jasmine, how you doing? Yankees are winning 4-3 in the bottom of 8. The pitch is down low. Count is even at 2-0. Umpires have been crap throughout the day. Umpire has been crap, not calling consistent strike zone. And the pitch from Stram is right down the heart of Broadway. Count called strike one. Count is 2-1. But we are in the bottom of 8th. The Yankees lead the Phillies 4-3. There's one out. Jason Dominguez is up to bat. The count is 2-1 on him. And the pitch is looped to right, and that is going to drop in for a base hit in front of Castellanos. So the Yankees have a runner at first with one out. Devin Williams is warming up on the bullpen for the Yankees. I'm feeling good. For those of you that have just joined the stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you are not, please subscribe to Yankees The Ugly Truth. Graham fires a slider that catches the top of the strike zone on McMahon. Count is 0-1. McMahon is 2 for 2 on the day with a hit by pitch. Stram sets, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is 0-2. Graham is on the bump and he fires, and the pitch is called strike two. But Dominguez is going to end up stealing second base. That is Dominguez's 15th stolen base of the season. And that was call strike 3 on McMahon. There are 2 outs, and Anthony Volpe is up to bat. Graham fires his first pitch, a 4-seamer, up out of the strike zone. Count is 1-0. We have a runner at second with 2 outs. Anthony Volpe up to bat. Volpe is 0 for 3 on the day. Graham sets and fires, and the 93-mile-an-hour fastball is down low. Count is 2-0. Graham sets, and he brings the pitch, and it is a slider that is in there for call. Strike 1. Count is now 2-1. Can Anthony Volpe come through in the clutch? Can he get his 56th RBI of the season? And the pitch is chopped foul down the third baseline. Count is evened at 2-2. And Stram sets. Pitch is on the way, and Volpe hits a shot to Bryson Stott, who fields it cleanly, shoots it over to Bryce Harper for the 3rd out of the inning. And coming up to bat is Castellanos, Realmuto, and Kemp. 2 of the 3 have homered in the game, and Devin Williams will be coming in to hopefully lock down the 9th and secure the save. 3 outs away from a victory today. This evening, following the game, check out Jason at 161 River Ave for post-game review on NY Yankees Mania with Joe at 10 o'clock. They will be holding a post-game review. And sometime this evening, Late Night Live with Jason Custodio should hold another post-game review. I recommend checking all the streams out. Everybody has a different take, and I think that y'all may like it a bit. I have to go check on my mother. I'll be right back. And the first pitch to Castellanos is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. Beautiful changeup from Devin Williams. Castellanos is 1 for 3 on the day with a solo home run in the second. And Williams sets, and the slider For the changeup is fouled off. Count is 0-2. Facing Devin Williams, Castellanos is 0 for 9 with 7 strikeouts. Career. And Williams sets, and he brings the pitch, and it is swung on and missed for strike 3. So that is 0 for 10 with 8 strikeouts. That is the first out of the inning. Yumuto is up to bat. Sets. And he brings the fastball. It is off the plate. Count is 1-0. JT is 1 for 3 on the day with a single in the third inning. Williams sets, and the pitch is a four-seamer up out of the strike zone. Count is 2-0. Williams sets, and he fires, and the pitch is a fly ball to left center or right center field, and Grisham is tracking it and makes the play just short of the warning track. That is 2 outs. Kemp has 2 solo shot home runs on the day. That is his first career multi-home run game. Williams sets and fires, and the four-seamer paints the outside corner for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1. Williams sets, and the changeup is down low. Count is even at 1-up. Williams sets and fires, and the changeup is swung on and missed. Count 1-2. Kemp was way out in front of it. The fans are standing at the stadium. Claps and cheers are going on. Kemp looks like he is facing impending doom. Is Williams going to lock this one down and secure the victory for us? Pitch is on the way, and we'll see. Changeup is just a little bit outside. Count is going to be evened at 2-2. Williams sets, and he fires, and the pitch is swung on and foul tipped. Wills cannot hold on to the ball, and we're going to reset and do it again. 2-2. 2 outs. Nobody on. Williams sets, and he brings the fastball. It is a 96 mile an hour that is just out of the strike zone. Count is now full, 3-2. Williams sets, and he fires, and the changeup is swung on and missed. Wells has the ball in his glove, and that is going to do it for the Phillies. Yankees take the final game of the series with a 4-3 victory. Yankees retired the last 10 hitters. And Ryan McMahon is the player of the game. Went 2 for 3 with double, a single, a run scored, and 2 RBIs. This is his first game with RBIs and extra base hits as a Yankee. So congratulations, Ryan. Welcome to the squad. I will be posting the stream for tomorrow's game, which will be called from Virginia Beach, and it'll be a more normal scenario. I want to thank every one of y'all that has been here to watch the live stream. Appreciate the support for this channel. If you could, before you leave and I shut this down, if you could hit the like button, share the channel out, and if you are not subscribed, please consider subscribing to Yankees The Ugly Truth. Remember, post-game shows for Joe at NY Yankee Mania at 10. Should be one here shortly for Jason with 161 River Ave, and one at late night Jason Custudio. So thank you. I will sign off with my customary "Let's go Yankees," and we will see you in the funny papers. Have a great rest of your Sunday. Appreciate y'all being here.